Hey friends, if you're going to start out on Google, you'll want to search Cambly Tutor. Otherwise, you'll end up on the page for the parent or student login instead of on a teacher login page. Or you can use the link that I have listed on the screen, which is also available in the description box below. Now we're going to start by creating a Cambly Kids account. You'll notice when we get in that you can choose either the Kids account or the Cambly Classic. It doesn't matter which program you start with, you can apply to the other one when you finish the first. The application for both programs is identical. I want you to notice that there is a short checklist over here in the left margin. And you are just going to go through each of these steps. It's very basic, very simple. And as you see, once you finish each step, there will be a check mark for that step. One of the first things I'll ask you for is your intro video. This is the one thing that you will want to gear specifically to the adults or the kids, depending on which you are applying to. I do have links to each of my intro videos up above so you can check those out. Be sure to record your videos in a lower resolution so they will be able to upload to the site. If you've already recorded your video and it is too big, I have added a link to another video that will tell you how to compress it. Next up is filling out basic information. Obviously, some of these questions will be very easy to fill out. There is also an area where you have supplemental information. These are things where you're meeting the teacher, you're telling about your background, you're telling the students what you like to do. If you have questions about how to fill these out, Cambly does have a lot of great helps with this. They've got videos to explain what you should be entering into those boxes. And at the end of my video, I will also show you what I put in there to give you some additional helps. I would suggest filling this out as completely as you can. If you have any language background, this is helpful to share. And don't worry, you won't be tested on it. Don't be afraid to list things that don't have anything to do with teaching or your education. I've had students choose me because they saw I had a background in science and they wanted to talk about science topics as they were learning higher level English. Don't hesitate to add in your interest to encourage people to choose you as an instructor. Now here's a time saver tip. The demo lesson. Even though you are applying to teach for one or the other or perhaps both, you only get hired based on one demo lesson. So don't worry about making two of them. Just make a demo lesson or whatever you're most comfortable. Okay, next is the connection test. And you'll want to make sure once you start this to give access to Cambly to use your mic and your camera. Don't block it, do allow it. You cannot overlook this part because unlike some companies, you cannot be hired without Cambly's minimum required connection. Now this is one area that I had a problem with, so I did bookmark their troubleshooting guide and I used it frequently. Now whenever you're ready to apply for the second of the two companies, notice on the left-hand side of your margin that there is a Cambly at the top and a Cambly at the bottom. The Cambly option at the top will always be the program you're in currently. The Cambly option at the bottom of the page will always be the other Cambly. Whenever you are ready to apply for the second of the two parts of this company, you can just go down to the bottom, click on the second one, and you can jump right into that application. Now we're getting ready to hop on into my actual Cambly account. You have to log in and immediately they will do that test for your internet every single time. One quick tip to make this go a little bit faster is you'll notice there's an import Cambly profile fields so that you don't have to refill all the information when you apply to the second part of this company. You can just click on that button and it just imports everything that you had typed into the first one. These are my actual answers that I have for both my Cambly Classic and my Cambly Kids account. Feel free to take a look. See if anything in there will help you write yours. And that is it, my friends. In less than 5 minutes, you have learned how to get 2 jobs with Cambly. I've got queued up 2 more videos. One will help you make fantastic demos so that you will get hired. Then all you have to do is just get started teaching. You've got this.